Hey guys, how's it going? DJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World. And welcome to this week's Q&A video, guys. It is time to ask DJ2 again all of your questions you might have about Save the World, and I will try my best to answer them. So this week we don't have that many questions. I think it's because a lot of the stuff that was for Ventures, well, a lot of you guys know that I haven't really touched Ventures, but now I hadn't before, but now I have. And actually we've advanced quite a bit in Ventures. We're going to be talking a little bit about that in this video. As you guys can see, that's the first question, but this was a week ago. And also, guys, don't forget, if you have any questions for me, if you have any questions about Save the World or any questions like that about the game that you'd like answered, let me know. Let me know down below in the comments of this or any video in the next week. And all you have to do is type like this. You got to start with question and then ask your question. And that's all it takes. All right, so let's get into it, guys. The first question is from Calvin asking, question, are you doing a Venture stream? And yes, I have. And I will continue to do them. Right now, I will show you guys right now. You're going to be able to see at the top of the screen. I am currently level 40 in Ventures. Almost 41. Now, I want to get to 50, but I kind of don't. It's a bit of a drag. It's a bit of a slow climb, a slow grind, and there's a lot of other stuff I want to be doing both in this game and other games. So I think we're gonna try and do maybe one or two big pushes, see how far we can go, and then at the time of me making this video, well, we have until Friday, so we have 4 or 5 days left until Ventures is gone, or better yet, until we get a new Ventures, which we're going to talk about that in a future video very soon, actually talking about how I feel about Ventures, how I feel about how Ventures was and what I feel they could do different, the good, the bad, the boring, the exciting, all of that we're going to be talking about in the video very soon. All right, let's continue here. The next question is going to be coming from, there we go, from MooseGod55 saying, question, is it true that the Founders weapons will be back in the event store? My friend told me that the turn is going to come back. All right, so first of all, this is the recommendation and advice I give to everyone. Always take what someone says about this game or anything with a grain of salt. By that I mean, don't believe it just because someone says it. Even me. So if I'm going to sit here and tell you guys, oh, this, I'm going to try and show you guys some proof, or show you guys something that an Epic, an Epic employee has said, or a developer or a community manager, something to kind of say. But for example, the reason why I'm answering this question is I don't believe that any Founders weapons will ever return to the game. Unless they really want a lot of Founders to be very upset. So we may get a weapon that sounds like the Nocturno or looks a little bit like the Nocturno in the future. So if we go over here, let's see, let's find let's see, do we have the Nocturno? The Nocturno just says Nocturno, but if you look up here and you look at the Masamune says Founders Blazing Masamune. So this is what I'm thinking. Since the Nocturno just says Nocturno, I wouldn't be surprised if one day we get a pack that's going to, and I guess you guys can't really see that. You guys can kind of see it behind there. I wouldn't be surprised if one day we get something. Let me drop this down a little bit. We get a pack with the Nocturno. We could get one day a pack that's going to have the Nocturno in there, and it'll be, for sale for like $20 or $40 or I don't know. It won't be, since Nocturno does not say Founders weapon, I wouldn't be surprised if one day it does come back in a pack like that. Now, for a weapon like the Masamune that says Founders Blazing Masamune, I really don't see them bringing back the Founders Blazing Masamune. I could see them bringing back something else called like the Laser Sword, or I don't know, just give it some other name. Much like what happened with the Papa Bear, because the Papa Bear is basically the typewriter. The Papa Bear is exactly the same as a typewriter. Where's my typewriter? There's my typewriter. It's exactly the same as a typewriter, but it's reskinned. Sounds different, looks different. So I can totally see them doing that, bringing a old weapon back with a different skin and selling it. So keep an eye out for that. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. Next question is from Bader saying, question, what do you think of the future Save the World, and what updates features would you love to see? Well, first of all, I think that the future of Save the World, the next 9 months to a year of Save the World, is going to be exactly the same as the last year that we've had. By this, I mean the same amount of updates. We're going to have a season that's going to last like 3 months, 4 months maybe. And then each of these seasons or each of these versions we're going to have adventures. We're probably going to have a storyline of some sort. And finally, we're going to have either a returning llama or a new llama, and maybe a couple of extra heroes, 2, 3, maybe new heroes, maybe 1 or 2 new weapons. I think that's what we're going to see. We're going to see that every single season for the next year or so. Unless they are prepared to make a big push, I really don't see us having anything more than that. Ventures is a very interesting thing. Ventures is a very, very interesting game mode. I have to call it a game mode because it's a game mode. And what it provides, which is the slow upgrade of superchargers and stuff, that is going to be a very interesting progression like that. But I think that's what the future of Save the World is going to be. And what would I love to see? I'd love to see so much, man. I'd love to see so much that I know we're not going to get. So, you know what? Maybe one day I'll make a video about that, talking about everything I would love to see. Thunderbolt asks, question, do you think the repair benches should be added to normal missions? So instead of having to spend more mechanical parts, twine powder, you could use ores, crystals, and power cells gizmos. I love this. I absolutely love this. There's only one major problem with this. This game is based on schematics. If you make this a possibility, people will just be able to get a weapon from someone and then just eternally fix it and never have to get the schematic. So that, I feel, is the only problem with this. But apart from that, I think it's fantastic. I think if they put these in the normal missions, it would be absolutely wonderful, so you wouldn't have to be doing it over and over again. But then again, and also, if we use, like you said, if we use gizmos and stuff that we don't normally use, it would be a wonderful way of using them. But again, like I said, I think I've said this before many times. The problem is the coding. This would seem to me like it would be quite complicated to code, and because of that, I don't really see them doing it. I think this is going to be something that we probably will have to we'll probably be waiting for a while. I think we're going to be waiting for a while with this. I don't really think this is going to be something that we'll be seeing anytime soon. But it's a wonderful idea. It's a wonderful idea. I love it. Next we have Snow asking, question, why do you use a purple epic breakbeat Wildcat? Okay, so this is something that a lot of people have asked me a lot. The reason why, and believe me, one of these days I'm going to definitely change it soon. As you guys can see over there, I have a breakbeat Wildcat in this loadout. The reason why I use a epic breakbeat Wildcat, like I think I use someone else that's epic somewhere. No, I'm only using her now. Wow. Yeah, so she's the only epic I have left. At the moment of when I first got her, I only got an epic. I didn't have a legendary. I actually now have 2 or 3 legendaries. I'm probably going to get more once we get the Rad Llamas to open. But at the moment, I wanted to use it to show people that, especially if you have them in support, it doesn't really matter that much. Yes, you do get a little bit more health and shield if you have a legendary one, but what matters about these heroes is the perk, is the support perk, and in this case the support perk is not going to change at all. So that's why I use it, just to show that you can use epic and you don't have to go to legendary. You can, and it's recommended, but you don't have to. Next question is from Anthony. Anthony asks, question, would you consider a constructor hero that takes less damage when in build mode, holding the map out as meta? Percentage differs if hero is used as commander or support. So this took me a little while. I had to read this question several times. What you're asking here is, of course, you know, the percentage part. You know, the rules apply that if it's a commander, it's higher percentage. If it's support, it's lower. But you're asking if I think it would be meta if we had a constructor that while he's in building mode takes less damage. And I understand why you're saying this. I think it'd be very interesting if we had sort of like a, maybe like a force field or something that would go around a constructor when they're in build mode. But then it would kind of like encourage you to stay in build mode all the time. That's where I get kind of like, I don't think this would be a good idea. Because even though you might not take so much damage, you still want to do damage. And some constructor builds can do a lot of damage. So because of that, I'd have to say, I don't think it would be meta like this. I think that it would be a good meta if we had a constructor who could actively maybe like repair things faster, or maybe be more of a support in that sense. Let's say a constructor that could repair traps, you know, trap durability or something like that. But just having a constructor who, when he's in build mode, takes less damage, yes, I think that would be good. But I actually think that would be a great idea for all constructors. I think that should just be a basic perk for all constructors. When in build mode, they take less damage. I think that'd be a really good idea. Next question is from Theodore Newman saying, question, hey DJ, do you think the collection book starter pack that we're going to get another character and gun? Because if all that we're going to get for buying Save the World's Metal Team Leader and Pompey Bear SMG, why put packs at the end of the starter pack? Keep doing what you're doing. Love your bro. Love your videos from Black Hawk. Thank you very much, dude, for your comment. I appreciate it. So what you're asking here is if I think that they're going to continue putting a new skin and a gun into these packs. So from what we're seeing, it seems like we're going to get a new pack every single season. And more than likely this coming next week or this Friday, we're going to be getting that samurai one. Scrap Samurai, I think it was called. So I think we're going to be getting that samurai this coming Friday or next week. And when we do, so we know we're getting a hero. The question is, what weapon are they going to get? Now, this is like what I just said. I think it would be a fantastic time if maybe they included a sword, and that sword would have the same perks as the Masamune. So exactly the same. I kind of feel like this would be a little not good. And to be perfectly honest, at this point in the game, if they make it a $20 pack and they do not provide a discount for people who already have Save the World, ooh, that's not good. No. I honestly believe that if they bring a seasonal save, like every single season, a new pack to Save the World, where if you don't have, or I guess to Fortnite, where if you don't have the Save the World, it comes in the pack, but if you do have Save the World, it's half off. So for example, $10 for a new skin, that samurai, and a reskinned weapon. $10 is good. $20 for that, and you supposedly get Save the World for free. But if you already have Save the World, you're not getting anything else. No, I don't think that's good. I don't think that's a good deal at all. But then again, if they add the 1,000 V-Bucks in, 1,000 V-Bucks is $10. Then the skin, back bling, and a new weapon for another $10. It's pushing it, but don't forget, guys, they did go on sale. It went sale for $15, so it might be a better good idea to wait. But anyway, I think they are going to continue doing it. I think they're going to continue doing every single season a new pack with a hero, perhaps a reskin weapon, perhaps 1,000 V-Bucks, and I really hope, like I said, that they give Save the World people a discount, because if you're just making people buy it again over and over again, that's not good. Next question is from Rocco Rama. I think this is the last one. Question: what are some good heroes and weapons to get with a voucher? I'm in Twine Peaks and I need a good hero to get with a voucher. I'm thinking 8-bit demo because he saves your rocket ammo, but I'm also thinking to get another hero. So I am going to be making a video that's going to be coming out in the next few days on what I recommend to use both your weapon and your hero voucher. Now, I will say right now, this is a very important thing, and you can learn from, I don't want to call it a mistake, but you can learn from my experience. I put out a video last week. I think it might have been like 2 weeks almost now, talking about Noir. Noir is a Art Deco hero, and he is absolutely fantastic. He has come to revolutionize my lefty and righty loadouts, and if you guys know, I love lefty and righty. Lefty and righty is an absolutely incredible perk. It's incredible. But when I went to get him, which was about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks now, he was not. You couldn't get him with Flux. The only way that you could get him, Art Deco Heroes, the only way you could get him was by using a voucher. Now, thankfully, I have like 7 vouchers left, and I went ahead, and I know you guys can't see anything here. Let me show you. I went ahead and I used him. I used the voucher on him, and now you can get him with Legendary Flux. So this is what you have to learn. You have to learn that it's very possible that it could be a week, a month, who knows how long, but it may be possible that you're going to be able to recruit heroes without using a voucher. Now, with weapons, that seems a little safer, but regardless, it still matters. It still applies the same way. So you have to realize that you could use a voucher, and then the week later, boom, they make it so you can use Flux. Now, am I saying that should stop you? Not at all. I'm going to do the video recommending which heroes and weapons I recommend to get, but if for any reason you are afraid that the weapon or hero is going to come out in the shop like this, or it's going to come out it's going to collection book like this, or it's going to come out in the shop, in the weekly or the event shop, and you're like, I just want to wait, then I would say don't let that hold you back. Get these heroes because you want to use them. Get these heroes because in the moment you feel like, hey, I need this hero. I would recommend not to hold back and wait, only if you really are not sure of the hero. If you're like, I want him, but I don't really need him, then wait. Everything eventually will come back into the game. It's not a problem. It's going to happen. But if you're like me and you were like, I need Noir now, then go ahead and get him. By all means, go ahead and get him, because in this case, we don't know when that llama's going to come back. And we also don't know if the llama's going to only come back for V-Bucks. If it is only coming back for V-Bucks, get it for Flux now. All right, I think that's it. Oh, we have one more. From Filu asking, can I ask a question? When the 336th day of my daily rewards are over, I will receive 800 V-Bucks every 112 days? No. So I think that's the last one. Yes, that's the last one. So really quickly, let me just kind of explain how this works. The way it works is that we are on a 300 and I think it's like a 370 something rotation. Basically what you're going to do is at the end of your 360 something day, I believe, 63rd day, I believe, you get 1,000 V-Bucks. And after that, you're going to go about 2 weeks with nothing. There's about 2 weeks when you're like, where's the V-Bucks? Are they all gone? What happened? But at the end of those 2 weeks, you're going to see the V-Bucks again. And basically what happens is that we start the rewards from scratch again. The rewards start from like level 1, and you're going to be getting those rare and common stuff. And you're like, why am I getting this? You're going to be getting everything like that, but then it's just going to turn over and you're going to be in another rotation. And that's pretty much how it works. It's kind of very interesting how there are no rewards past a certain point. Maybe they didn't expect the game to go for a full year, or maybe they thought, oh, we'll worry about that in a year from now. We got plenty of time to worry about it, and we'll add new rewards accordingly. So that's why I'm getting these rewards now, and it's like, why do I need rare stuff? It makes absolutely no sense. But that's how it is. You're on a bit of a rotation. If anyone can correct me in the comments, please, after how many days it is that you're just going to start rotating again. And that's how it is. So unfortunately, no, you won't get 800 V-Bucks every 112 days. I don't know how you figured that out. You're just going to be on the rotation that, every 300 and something days, you're going to get the 150, 150, 300, 500, 800, and 1,000. And that's how it goes. So I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thanks a lot for being here. I really appreciate you all. Thanks very much for using my creator code. It helps me out so very much. Thank you to all, guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. And if you have any questions, do me a favor. And like I said, just leave them down below in the comments in this video or any video this entire week, just with the format asking question, space, or 2 points, or dash, or whatever. And then you can ask your question. Thanks a lot, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.